Welcome to Delta Kappa Gamma Society International Headquarters. We're so pleased that you've come to visit us today. Please sign our guest book before we begin our tour. I'd like to give you just a brief history of Delta Kappa Gamma and the International Headquarters building. Delta Kappa Gamma was founded in Austin in 1929 on the campus of the University of Texas by Dr. Annie Webb Blanton. Before this building was erected in 1956, there were 3 other locations. The society raised money by contributions from members and chapters and state organizations, so that when this building was erected in 1956 and dedicated, it was debt-free. The building is in one of the prime locations in downtown Austin. We're only 2.5 blocks from the state capitol and 1 block from the Texas State Teachers Association. Since 1956, the building has undergone several refurbishing jobs. The most recent was just done in 1995. At this time, not only was the color scheme changed and a lot of new furniture and new upholstery and draperies added, but also the building was brought up to the standards of the American Disabilities Act and also the current fire codes for the city of Austin. So now the building is very accessible to anyone who comes to visit, as well as it's a very safe place for the employees to work. The building is designed with low horizontal lines from the front, and there's a lot of Texas pink marble used on the outside, and it extends through the glass wall in the front into the foyer. The foyer is decorated with beautiful appointments and makes a nice welcome to members and friends who come in. The foyer was redone also in the recent refurbishing of the building. You will note the beautiful window treatment which was added. Also, the receptionist desk area was redone to accommodate computer equipment and make a better workstation for the receptionist. The focal point of the foyer is the needlepoint tapestry that was designed by Dana Gatchell of Alabama. She gave it as a loving gift to the society in 1954, and it expresses the ideals exemplified in the life of the founder, Dr. Annie Webb Blanton. The hanging measures 4 feet 8 inches wide by 10 feet high and is a classic figure of a woman representing the molder of destiny. In the tapestry are placed the names of early leaders of the society, the Greek alphabet, and names of early Delta Kappa Gamma presidents. 950 hours went into the designing and stitching of this tapestry. On another wall in the foyer is a plaque which includes the names of all of the 12 founders of Delta Kappa Gamma. Now we will go into the Annie Webb Blanton room, which is a large, stately drawing room that is dedicated to the memory of Dr. Blanton. The main point of interest in the Blanton room is the portrait of Dr. Blanton. This is the only portrait that hangs in the International Headquarters building. And at the time of the 10th anniversary of the society, many friends of Dr. Blanton got together and raised money to have this portrait done. And it was a total surprise to her when they presented her a check at the convention in 1938. She consented to have the portrait done, and it was completed in 1940. I mentioned earlier that at the time of dedication, the building was debt-free. The furnishings were as well. Members made contributions as well as chapters and state organizations. Whenever a contribution was as much as $1,000, a plaque is put on the item indicating who gave the money. The sofa is one example of that. The sofa was custom made and is 10 feet long. The money for the sofa was contributed by the state of Georgia in honor of Verta Jimmerfield and Eva Gardner. The mirror, which hangs above the sofa, measures 7 by 8.5 feet. It was also custom made. It was given by Alabama, honoring Norma Smith Bristow. The grand piano also adds a special touch. The money for the purchase of this item was donated by Ohio, honoring their state founders and A. Margaret Boyd. The break front is made of mahogany with glass doors. It is a one-of-a-kind piece of furniture, and in it are various art objects as well as a place setting of Haviland china, which was a part of Dr. Blanton's personal collection. The art objects were selected by members of the original building committee. In the Blanton room, there are several very special art objects. The Girl from Little Rock is a cast bronze sculpture which won first prize in the first Women in Art exhibit at the 1978 convention. It was done by a member from the Netherlands. Desdemona was given in memory of Eulalie Carter by Texas. Texas also gave the Marsh Wrens in memory of Una Temple Holden. Photos of the Girl from Little Rock and the Marsh Wrens have appeared on covers of the Delta Kappa Gamma Bulletin. At one end of the Blanton room is a large window which overlooks a patio that can also be seen from 2 other areas in the building. Now back in the foyer, we will proceed up the terrazzo steps into the walnut paneled hallway. To the right is the office of the executive coordinator. This office looks out into a courtyard framed by pink brick and wrought iron fence. In this courtyard is a bird bath given by 2 members from Nevada who were related as sisters. It is appropriately called the Sisters. This office is furnished with a walnut desk and large bookcase with a glass front. The room has 2 paintings featuring bluebonnets, which is the Texas state flower. One of the paintings was given in memory of Lily Lee Williams by Texas. Next come 2 offices. Note that most of the offices have new workstations designed especially for the space and the needs of the employees. International Headquarters has a total of 19 employees. We have 4 professional staff employees and 15 members of the support staff. Across from these offices is a walk-in vault. This vault houses archives and important records of the Society. This is the kitchen. It's connected to the Annie Webb Blanton room by a butler's pantry, making it accessible for social events. On one wall of the kitchen is a painting depicting the Texas Hill Country. The ladies' lounge is the next room we come to. It provides a really comfortable area for employees to relax. Across the hall is a tastefully decorated universal office. The office is furnished with a beautiful desk that is one of the few items brought to this new location in 1956. On the wall is a painting which was given by Indiana honoring Edna McGuire Boyd. This office adjoins the library. The library houses books that were written by the Educator Award recipients, many Delta Kappa Gamma members, and other books that have been given as gifts to the Society. This room has a very large storage and viewing area where we can view video tapes and other program materials. This room is used quite often for international committee meetings as well as some small staff meetings. In the library is another needlepoint work that was also done by Dana Gatchell of Alabama. The design in this is that of the original crest of the Society. In the hallway outside the library is a built-in lighted case which houses some of the figurines of pioneer women educators. In 1934, Dr. Blanton initiated a project for Society members to research the lives and work of pioneer women educators, and each state president presented a figurine to the Society. These were displayed at national conventions by Dr. Blanton. She personally packed and unpacked them in trunks and took them with her because she thought it was very important to honor pioneer women who had worked in education. One of the figurines is that of Dr. Blanton. Also displayed are the first initiation scarf which she made on her way to Houston riding the train when she was going to install Gamma chapter there. Also shown in the case is Dr. Blanton's jewelry and items used in the groundbreaking, laying of the cornerstone, and the dedication of the present headquarters building. Note also that the bracelet was the first achievement award that was given. Now the achievement award is a pendant that's worn on a chain, but the first achievement award was this bracelet. There is also a needlepoint pillow in the case which was made by Ray King, one of the founders. Near this case are two plaques with the names of all the recipients of the International Achievement Award. And there is also a plaque honoring long-term employees at international headquarters. Next are two more offices for members of the support staff. You'll note that each office is bright and cheerful and lends itself to the work being done there. At the end of the hallway is the office of the Business Services Administrator. On one of the walls hangs a painting that was given by Texas in honor of Phyllis Ellis. On another wall in this office is a piece of art that was donated by Mexico. Leaving that office, we turn to the right and go down a short hallway that leads to the accounting department. These two offices comprise the accounting department. In this area hangs a painting called the Navajo. It was given by Martha Schultz of Nevada in memory of Elsa Roth. At the end of this short corridor is a room that provides space for up to 5 employees. This room also houses a small duplicating machine and the fax machine. The walls are decorated with maps that have color-coded pins to show approximate location of Delta Kappa Gamma chapters. A large window overlooks the courtyard, which is also seen from the Blanton room in the kitchen. Next is the office of the Program Services Administrator, who is a member of the professional staff at headquarters. Now, to go to the lower floor, we may either take the stairs or we may use the newly installed elevator. The original plans of the building included an elevator shaft, so just in the recent renovation, the elevator was added. We're now downstairs and we're going to the office of the Communication Services Administrator. This is the office of the assistant to the Communication Services Administrator. This is the office of the Communication Services Administrator. Both of these offices that we're just viewing have a view of the courtyard as well. We are now in the Ruby Terrell Lomax room, named in memory of one of the founders. This room is used for committee and board meetings. On one wall is a painting of roses. On another wall is a beautiful painting given by the state of Idaho. At the end of this hall is a large storeroom and work area, as well as the heating and air conditioning equipment room. This floor also has a ladies' lounge. This is the mail room. This is where supplies are packaged for mailing and where duplicating, collating, etc. are done. This is where orders are filled and large mailings are assembled. There is a postage machine here and a large duplicating machine. This machine is used for duplicating materials such as brochures and other items that are sent in mailings to chapter presidents and treasurers, as well as many of the materials for international conventions and regional conferences. This room is referred to as the computer room because it houses our membership computer equipment, but it also provides a workspace for one of the members of the support staff. On the wall in this room hangs a part of the carpet that was taken from the floor of the foyer during the recent renovation. You'll note that this carpet piece has embossed in it the Delta Kappa Gamma crest. In the hallway is a painting given by California in honor of J. Maria Pierce. Also in the hallway is a painting that won second prize in the Women of Art exhibit mentioned earlier. The hallway of the first floor leads to double doors which open to a covered parking area. Another parking area for employees and visitors is located to the east of the building. Because of the slope of the lot, the building has a ground level entrance at the front as well as the back. Many visitors are surprised at the size of the building, which appears smaller from the front entrance than it really is. This completes our tour of International Headquarters. I hope you've enjoyed it. Do come back to see us. You're always welcome. Bye-bye.